It's definitely hot, hot, hot in the Philippines, and make sure you have adequate sun protection. I'm not wearing any sunscreen right now. We just walked into the park, and how many people just said good morning to us?
5.
5? You don't get that in New York Central Park, and you definitely get that in Centennial Park, Sydney, but you might get it here in Davao City, where you just get it a lot. What's your plan this morning, Tasha, for your little workout? What are you doing?
Well, I did run yesterday, and I can feel a strong pain in my quad and my calf.
Yeah.
So I'll jog and see if it's too painful. So I'll warm up, and then if it's okay, I'll do 1 effort lap to try and get the calm on the People's Park.
Oh yeah. How far did you run yesterday?
1,600 meters.
Okay, so a mile. You ran a mile.
Yeah.
So it's important. People go, oh, she ran 20. I bet she ran 20 miles.
I ran a mile.
With a body like that, she must run 20 miles a day. No, it's a nutrition gain and intensity. Bit of both. All right, get it, baby. Get the calm. So you can see the arm vascularity here, the body fat. That's why I'm not running with Natasha right now, because I'm not trying to lose even more body fat. I should probably eat some more peanut butter to preserve it. It's going to be a very, very big summer of training for me. So I'm already this lean now, and having started here in Australia. I just haven't started training in Australia. So I'm going to get to Australia too lean, so I can avoid doing too much running, etc. Then that's a good thing. And the logic behind that is, if you're too lean at the start of your, proper training, your body's like, hey, how long can we keep this up for? Okay, so it's better to come into training, a big training block, a bit heavier, fatter than too ripped, all right? Otherwise, it's like, you can't really go as deep as an athlete if you're really fucking ripped already, you know what I mean? Like, which I am already, so it's like, you won't get a higher peak because you can't go as deep, if that makes sense. So it's better to have a bit more. That's why if you're fucking fat, like, I wish I was fat. I wish I could be fat. I wish I could eat the amount of fat it takes to be fat, But I'm always worried about heart disease, like, so if you're fat, then you got such an advantage because you can train at such a high level to give you all these reserves before your body, goes kaput. So Natasha's coming through. So she's walking now. She's pulled up. She's pulling up. What's happening? You're what? Too much pain? Yeah. Oh, I'll do it another time then. So Natasha's pulled the pin. First lap. What's the verdict? So you go. Don't train with pain. All right. You don't. To get a body like that, you have to put yourself through a lot of pain. You never have to put yourself through an injury. Okay. So listen to your body. If it hurts when you run or ride, stop, and then come back when the pain's gone. Why don't you just do a David Goggins and take some painkillers? We don't abuse our bodies like David Goggins does, okay? Taking painkillers to train through pain means no brain. It means you've got no brain, it means you've got no respect for your body. David Goggins is not a good example of a person you should follow. Dude crushes painkillers down, swabbles them down with a bunch of stimulants, lies about his steroid usage, all right? He's not a good example, man. Like, not a good example of how to train, okay? It's, he's got some great quotes, but painkillers and stimulants and steroid abuse, that's not a good example. Lying about steroid abuse, that's not a good example. The arm test is a good indicator of how much you should be training. If your arms are really lean, then less is better. If your arms are quite fat and tubby, then you can obviously handle a lot more. Okay, so if you can see more veins, you don't need to train as much. If you can't see veins, you can handle a lot more training. The arm test, very, very valid. So 20 minutes later, I did the test. I left my thing on here. I left my sunglasses and gloves in there. No one stole them. Public street, busy street. Do that in Toronto. Do that in Vancouver. Do that in Sydney. Maybe even do that in Adelaide, and you'll be losing most of this stuff, unfortunately. I did another test. I left my bike for an hour while I got a massage. Sunny's still there, Brighton's still there.